back to the Trinity of Fitness Bootcamp. I'm your instructor, Coach Nye, and we're going to jump into day 2 of the 31-day journey. Day 2 is off of Proverbs 2. For the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. That's Proverbs 2:6. Our leadership lesson for today is seeking wisdom as a daily discipline. Leadership demands wisdom, not guessing, reacting, or rushing. Proverbs 2 teaches that God freely gives wisdom to those who seek it with intention, humility, and sincerity. A strong leader doesn't depend on emotions to guide their choices. They depend on understanding. Godly leadership requires turning to the source daily, not occasionally. When you seek wisdom, you position yourself to lead with clarity instead of confusion. So your healing insights that we want to focus on is that many leaders rely on instincts because they've been taught to survive, not to seek guidance. Proverbs 2 is an invitation to slow down, breathe, and listen before acting. Healing happens when you stop living in a reactive mode and start walking in wisdom. God wants to guide your heart, your decisions, your conversation, and your leadership identity. So we're going to look at different ways through the RPI. We're going to reflect the RPI reflection. So let's look at A for acknowledge. Where have I been relying on feelings instead of wisdom? That's what you need to ask yourself. What decision have I made without prayer or reflection? R for release. I release confusion, impulsiveness, and emotional decision making. I release doubt in God's ability to guide me. P for practice. Today I will practice pausing before responding. I will also ask God for wisdom in one major area of my life or your leadership. I for inner explorer. When did I learn to depend on myself more than God? What wisdom is God trying to teach me in this lesson? E in power. I walk in divine wisdom and holy understanding. God pours clarity and spiritual insight into my mind and my leadership. I honor God by seeking wisdom before I move and understanding before I act. My decisions reflect wisdom, maturity, and discernment. I lead with confidence because God leads me with truth. Now, this is my favorite part of each day is always going to be the homework, your journaling prompt, and things that you can meditate on. I'm going to give you 3. What area of my life desperately needs wisdom right now? How has reacting cost me clarity? And what would change if I made wisdom my daily priority? Now, the thing with this is once you journal it and you answer those questions, I want you to meditate on it. I want you to become that. I want you to find ways of how has reacting cost me clarity? Well, reacting cost me clarity in this way. And what way can I do better in that? That's what I want you to meditate on because what you think becomes your reality. So if you think clearly, if you envision yourself as doing better, if you envision yourself seeking God for wisdom, then that's what will become your reality. I'm going to leave you with your daily declaration. Wisdom flows to me freely because I seek God with an open heart. I am not confused, lost, or unsure. God lights my path. Every day I grow sharper in discernment and stronger in spiritual understanding. I lead with clarity and I follow God's voice with confidence. So as always, if no one told you today, I'm telling you right now, I love you and I'm so proud of you. I want you to continue to pour into yourself and become the best version of yourself. Anytime you meet me or hear from me, you will have homework, and everything that I am trying to do is to help you heal on the inside, from within, self-love, self-healing, and self-regulation. So as always, pour into yourself before you pour into others. Coach Nye, out.